impact in the game.
Give me a break, need another life. Oh, need another life, life. Give me a break, need another life.
The fact that it's a Manchester derby to mark the return of the Women's Super League is only a fraction of the story, because Mike Skinner, as he promised, has been busy, and as he put it in the pre-match press conference, his league season begins now. The Women's Super League is back, and as he promised he would be, Mike Skinner has been busy. This is a very new look Manchester United side than the one we left back in November, I believe, or early December. And with a new goalkeeper, a new striker, and a new midfielder all coming into the fray, and all of them are making their debut at one point or another. The goalkeeper is Audrey Kingsbury from the Washington Spirits. Sam Kerr we already knew about, coming in from Bayern Munich, but Lauren Davidson, who was a free agent, actually came over on a free from Manchester for the free agent pool, so she signed on a free, so that will definitely be good in terms of funds. And what a game we have to have the return of the Women's Super League, a Manchester derby that really could start to shape the championship, the title battle rather. Man City have been leading it for quite some time. Manchester United have fallen a bit behind them and Chelsea, so a win here would certainly close the gap and certainly set up for a very good second half of this season. And a go in here would certainly go a long way to trying to get some consistency going. They have the players, now they must start to perform. Fiona Dobbs is also making her debut on the bench from the academy after Patel was sent out and sold alongside Therese Joyce. Both goalkeepers went in the end to be replaced by two others. Kingsbury is one of the top goalkeepers in the world, and she proved that with the Washington Spirits. Now she gets to perform on a really big stage in front of United supporters. But we're not in the city of we're not in the Etihad Stadium. This is actually a second stadium, I believe. I'm not sure if it's EAFC specific, or actually a stadium that the female players for Manchester City play at. I'm not entirely sure. I saw it this morning as we were heading there, and I was like, I don't actually know this place at all. So someone in the comments section can kind of help me out with that one, because this is a stadium I've never really heard of. It's a nice place, to be fair, it really is. It's certainly not on the level of the Etihad Stadium, to be fair, but it's probably not supposed to be. But let's hope that maybe, but the majority of teams, don't forget, share the stadium with the women's side. Brighton do, Manchester United do, Arsenal do, I believe. But City seems to have their own, which is very interesting indeed. So, welcome back to the Women's Super League. It's good to be back, and we could have a title challenge if Manchester United do have their way. They're also welcoming Maya Letitia back, and she's already getting stuck in with her first tackle since her return. She was injured very early on this season, and United have certainly missed her at the back with leaking a few goals and part of that more inconsistent run. But hopefully their season starts here today, and what better way to start than to close the gap at the top, as Manchester United are a few points down on the top two ahead of them at the moment. And of course that was after Chelsea blew them out of the stadium earlier this season. Samantha Kerr making her debut and getting a tackle in on the board. That Ella Toon, who has been a revelation. And certainly United's best player by some margin, and she scored once again. Ella Toon continues to thrive, and Manchester United, there is exactly the start that Mike Skinner would have wanted following 3 new signings and the restart for this Super League season. Ella Toon right in the corner. The keeper's not getting there. It's a stunning strike from Ella Toon again. Well, if United are going to win this Super League, Ella Toon is going to be the woman to drive them forward with the goals, along with Jose, of course. But Kingsbury is definitely to help stop the leaking of goals. And but so far, she's not really had a lot to do. And Ella Toon gives United the lead. And what a story it would be. We mentioned this a lot, but what a story it would be with the men's team in free fall. This is a chance for the women's team to give the United fans some cheer that they have missed in quite some time. Ella Toon, that's her 10th of the season. She's almost had a goal a game. Just under a goal a game. And I think here she is again. And she's in the box. City are nowhere. And Ella Toon scores a second. And the City defending was awful. It just let her stroll into the box. That's awful defending the title contenders. And, well, Mike Skinner will take it. What awful defending from City that is. Toon just strolling into the box with not a care in the world. She'll take those all day. And this could be another high-scoring day for United. They had those earlier in the season. I think it was 5-0 against West Ham, if I remember rightly. Right here, they've got 2 in 9. City 0, United 2. Well, now Manchester United are really back up to full strength with the return of Letitia. That's certainly going to help matters. So Davison and Dodds have made the bench. Dodds from the academy and Laura Davison on the sign free from the free agent pool. Kingsbury came over from Washington Spirits, and Samantha Kerr, of course, from Bayern Munich. And, well, they've all got the perfect start right now. And United look fairly comfortable so far. Vet puts the ball in towards Jeze. Unfortunately, it is wide. Well, with Manchester United in free fall, the Manchester derby has become a lot more of a lesser derby that only Manchester kind of club fans care about, really, because over the last couple of seasons, there's been an inevitability that City will win it. And that's certainly been the case this year on the men's side. But the women here today are doing a fantastic job, and they are actually in front. And this is ahead of the title leaders as well. Third takes on first, and United have reversed the roles by the looks of it. Bonnie is a very, very powerful player. She is built to play this game. Ireland's got a great foot on her there. Greenwood heads away. Blundell's coming in, and she shoots again. It's an open net, and Blundell has scored her first of the season. Well, she's been bombing forward lately for Manchester United, and finally she gets a reward. Well, the first shot was blocked out by Greenwood. The keeper committed, and it wrong-footed her, and Blundell was able to score into an empty net. Very much under the NHL playbook for that one. Blundell makes it 3-0, and United are out of sight. We've not even reached halfway for the first half yet, I think. No, it's been about 17 minutes, is it? Yes, it has. 17 minutes, and United are 3 up already. And that is Blundell's first of the season. The league leaders have it all to do. Oh, that's a great first save for Kingsbury. That's exactly what she would have wanted. She's actually inherited the captaincy from Blundell, to be fair. Maybe Blundell is sending a message. And there's a City player down. I think it's Hemp who's gone down there. And Galton couldn't keep that under control and forces the throw in. Or gives the throw in, we should say. I say Manchester City at the top. Maybe I think it was probably Chelsea who are top, aren't they? At the moment. But City are certainly in there. But today, they're being blown out of the stadium. 17 minutes and already 3 goals down. And United keep on coming. That's a great tackle from Greenwood, to be fair. Adele taking the throw. Jose controls it. And he's gone down. Straight back up, and City trying to get on an attack here. Here's Kelly. Kelly's gone past Blundell really well. But not Maya Letitia. Greenwood, it was a great tackle, but it's gone all the way to Kingsbury. He kicks it out. What a story it would be if she was to get a clean sheet tonight. Here is Bunny. Not a bad shot. Well, what a day for Audrey Kingsbury. Spending most of her time in the United States. And now she gets to play for Manchester United. No matter where it is on the football pyramid, playing for Manchester United is an honour, really. An honour I know do all too well. And this season, it could be a most unbelievable story if City, or well, rather United, were to take a league title in a year where the men's team's in free fall and with no real identity and real way forward. 11th in the Premier League this season so far, and shows no sign of improving. That ball has gone through the back of the net, I think. Bunny missed it, and what I think happened was it bounced off the bollard through the net. More EAFC weirdness, I guess. Touch from Kerr. Now Toon. Ella Toon is just unstoppable at the moment. Where would United be without Ella Toon's input? It's a fair question. Jeze's got hers as well, but Toon has scored some spectacular goals this year. She's really been on it. Top of her game for sure. Toon with the corner. And Dell, bit of a heavy touch there, but she does get the ball back. Puts it back in. Tissier heads backwards towards Kerr. That's well played. Dell is really eager to get some goals today. She might have left her team a bit flat-footed on defence though. But for the first time this season, it's Letitia and Jensen that are the centre-back pairing today. And judging by their individual performances for both over the course of the year, it's going to be quite the team up for the rest of the year, permitting either or both actually could stay fit. As we hope they can. United certainly do. Well, a big win here would certainly send a statement. Mike Skinner has been busy. He said he would be. And he has stuck to his word. And very much like the men's team at the start of the season, when all those players came in, Delegit, Manzouari, Xerxes and Yarrow, only for a time before Yarrow joined Arsenal earlier this month. Here's Ella Toon again for a hat-trick. She's got it. 4-0 to Manchester United. Where has this been all season? Now they come up against Manchester City and they're scoring for fun. And now the Toon's got 3 of them. Well, better late than never. And United are still in a position to challenge, so that's even better. Stunning shot from Toon. She has definitely been the catalyst this season now. I think she's only 2 behind Jose, who has 13 or 14 goals, I think. And the Manchester United teammate better be looking over her shoulder sometime soon. United out of sight in the first half. In a Manchester derby, leading by 4-0. Hemp makes forces a save out of the keeper. Kingsbury with a good save. Blundell has to kind of hurry to get it clear, but she does. Another good save for Kingsbury. It's a great first impression she's making. Galton with the ball in. Jesse is wide open. The City defence is nowhere. 5-0 in the first half. Well, what a comeback we've had today. And it's almost like Mike Skinner's team have flicked the switch and now they're coming to play. It's a great header by Jesse, but where is the defending from City? Absolutely nowhere. She's wide open. Well, City were title challengers going into tonight, but right now they look rather pedestrian. City 0, United 5, and we're still in the first half. Well, the biggest surprise of the season. Where has this been from Mike Skinner's team? And here's Kelly. She's dancing in the box, and Jensen makes sure that stops. Bolton's gone down. And advantage was played and then not gained. The referee decides to not book or send off the player. Wow. A couple of times United were played out of the stadium against Arsenal and Chelsea in particular. And against Manchester City, the reverse has happened. They've been the ones blown out of the stadium. And there could be more yet, because we're still only in the first half, don't forget. Ensign to Rivert. And the defending of City has been absolutely woeful. Look at this ground Marlon has. She could slow down and stop. She had so much time and space. What was that about? It was almost like Marla was toying with them without actually trying to, but she had so much space she couldn't believe it. Well, Manchester City, they look like title challengers in both the Women's Super League and the Premier League this season. But the Super League team is falling very flat. Kingsbury probably could have conceded there. She kind of rushed it a bit, but she also made herself big. Probably put the striker under pressure. That's probably what that was for. Good read in the end. And don't forget, City's men's team are unbeaten for the year. Here's Hem, who I believe went down with a bit of a knock earlier, but she seems okay now. And Elliott. And Jensen with a great tackle. Here's Combs. And here's, I think it was Hem, but they lost the ball. Well, what a comeback story for Manchester United. They have come back from the winter break and they've took City to school. Toon has 3 already, as do Manchester United have 5. The question is, how many more will they score? They look unbeatable, winning here by 5-0 at the break. This game is more or less over, and the City can mount a massive comeback now. Well, welcome back to the return of the Women's Super League after the winter break. And man, have we got a story on day one of it. Manchester United, the team of inconsistency over the course of the first 10 games or so, have come to City Stadium for the Manchester Derby and blown them out. Literally. City 0, United 5. that tells the whole story. All in the first half, 3 from Ella Toon, and just the girl's on fire. let's say that she's definitely been the star of the show in United's inconsistency patch. She's been the one bright spark in it all, and now she really is thriving. Davison has already come on for Jeze for the second half. Audrey Kingsbury has done a very well-earned clean sheet. That's another good save she's made. It's into Narson. It's games all the way every week now until the end of the season, I think. Lad. Harlson. Davidson. And here comes Lauren Davidson for a goal. And all the debutants are having their way. Side is a free agent. Lauren Davidson gets a goal in her Manchester United debut, as United continue to steamroll through this City side. And again, the defending is absolutely poor. They're not defending like title challengers, that's for sure. And they can be made to pay for it now. This would close the gap at the top to about 1 or 2 points now. And if Manchester United keep going like this for the rest of the season, if their inconsistency stops now and they win for the rest of the year, then... And I say win, I know I say that with some probably form of confidence. But if it does go that way, then the rest of the pack will be chasing them before too long. This is the best United have looked all year by some chalk. Marlon now putting it in towards Davidson again. Keating this time gets a save out of her effort. Well, you can't blame Keaton for a lot of City's conceding today. It's been mostly on the defenders. It's been so poor from them. United literally sometimes have just strolled into the box. There was one time, I think, with the second goal, Toon just strolled into the box. Even Blundell was getting in on the act. And here she is. And is that Davison again? It is. She's going to bring it down. Oh. She's been punished for offside. I think she would have chested it away and then probably hit it on the turn, but unfortunately it wouldn't have counted. Well, to Greenwood. Now Kelly. City just need something. But even if they were to score now, it'd be nothing more of a consolation at this point. Here's Bonnie. Got it over. Well, she's made the saves, Kingsbury, but City have not really threatened that much. And on defence, well, they've looked the worst they've looked all year, to be fair. Shimzu. Blundell, another great tackle. The back four looks unbeatable for United at the moment. And look at the defending. No one is getting to Galton at all. Davison with a shot. Good save. By the keeper. But again, the City defending is so poor. Well, it's coming off in a substitution. The City manager looks lost. He doesn't really know what to do. And Melinda has come on. Blundell chesting it down. Oh, hit the post. Another good strike by Blundell. She's having a brilliant game, to be fair. Lilia. Bonnie, this will be interesting. Well, who's that coming towards her? I think it's Turner. I think Turner came on for Letitia, I think. She's obviously just come back from injury, so no need to really overuse her and risk aggravating it. You know, I think she had a couple of weeks to recover after the injury period was mostly fully cleared up, if you like. Holland just strolling into the box. City defending is atrocious. It must feel like playing on the easiest difficulty on FIFA. Or EAFC as it's known now. For Manchester United, it's certainly been an easy night. And that was a poor shot. Really should be making something out of that. Well, hopefully City will be just hoping that this is just a blip in the road. But even if it is just a blip in the road, it's a huge one because it's going to have implications for the rest of the season. As Manchester United will close right up to the 2 ahead of them. But will be reliant on Chelsea dropping points, and they don't look like doing that right now. A great year once again under Sam Kerr. And a couple of players there that are absolute ballers, as Manchester United found out in that 4-0 thumping they received. Blundell with the shot. Oh, it's in. Hannah Blundell, where has this come from? She has been stunning tonight. Manchester United 7, City 0. What a strike by Hannah Blundell from absolutely nowhere. That is so far out. That is incredible. Well, if Mike Skinner wants a message to be sent, then they're sending it. That is a stunning strike. The keeper could do nothing about it. Hannah Blundell hit that like it was a free kick from David Beckham. It had so much curl on it. That is insane. What a goal. City 0, United 7. This has been a Manchester derby, but Manchester has been red all night long, emphatically. Well, as a Manchester United supporter, myself, I have to admit that this is putting quite the smile on my face. I did pledge to remain impartial, but I've got to smile because this is the best that either Manchester United team has looked all year. In a year of very much misery, at least on the men's side, these girls tonight and these women tonight have played absolutely stunning football and really do look like title challengers on this evidence. There's still plenty of time to make them so. City's defending has been absolutely poor, but United still have to put it in the back of the net, and they've done that with aplomb tonight. This is more like the Arsenal that we've been watching this season. It pretty much has. This is the kind of performances that Arsenal have put in on a weekly basis this year. It's just a shame that for right now, City, on the men's side, don't know how to lose. They haven't lost all season. And not only have City lost today, they've been blown out. Good save by Kingsbury again. Very much a performance worthy of a clean sheet. Let's hope she can keep it. And it seems that her signing was absolutely crucial in keeping the goals down, because United were leaking goals a bit. In Chelsea, they let in 4. In Arsenal, they let in 2 and were blown off the park. Mike Skinner vowed that would never happen again. And, well, he certainly lived up to that billing. Whether he'll hold it for the rest of the season, we don't know. But on this evidence, he very much might. Well, where has this come from? Manchester United, if they had played like this over the course of the season, they'd probably been runaway leaders in the league by now. This is unheard of from them this season. It's almost like they're playing a totally different brand of football. Right out of a top drawer today. Kerr's had a much quieter debut than most of her other teammates that have signed on this winter window, but she's part of a winning side. And that's all she'll probably care about. Hanswager. Here's Kelly. The City fans are already not happy. I think some of them are already heading for the exit. United just looks so comfortable. I don't think they're even out of second gear right now. Here is Galton. She's just strolling. Here is Ladd. Oh, and she almost got a belter as well. This is unbelievable. United have come out of the break and been completely reinvigorated. Double substitution with Mike Skinner for the final few minutes. Hayley Ladd is making way for Millie Turner. And Elizabeth Tierland is coming on for Sam Kerr. Which of course Samantha Kerr definitely at Chelsea, so we don't get the two confused. Here's Kelly, hoping to give City something. Oh, what a save by Kingsbury. It wouldn't have counted anyway. And that's the best chance City have conjured up all night. It's fantastic, a bicycle kick, but Kingsbury made the stunning save. Wow, how crucial of a signing could she prove to be for United? It's so much better than United's problems in the past. With Tours Joyce and Patel, and even though Patel did well, she was moved on too. And now Fiona Dodds will probably be spending a lot of her time on the bench, very much like Arsenal, who brought through Daniel Jennings after Roberto Neto was sent back to Bournemouth, or recalled back to Bournemouth. Fiona Dodds will be playing the Daniel Jennings role, where she really just sits on the bench, because if Kingsbury keeps making saves like that, then why change it? Bonnie, it's a great header, but doesn't result in a goal. And the chest with bat fell into Kingsbury's arms. Forever grateful for that. Well, Manchester United, for the first time this season, have been playing football on another planet compared to their opponents today. This is the best they have looked by a long chalk. Blundell with a cross. Kennedy heads away. Davidson couldn't pick it up off the loose ball there, but well, you could add on 10-20 minutes and United would win tonight. They've looked so comfortable in this game. Can City get some form of consolation here? It wouldn't even be that at this point. Hemp with there, great defending, but Hemp has kept the ball. Oh, it's a free kick. Bunny's got it, and she lets it be actually taken. And Kelly loops it in very well. Tierland heads away, and Kingsbury makes a great save. I don't know how much she really knew of that. I think she was going in the wrong direction. I think her foot put it out. What a save. We haven't said that a lot about United this season, but Kingsbury has completely reread the rulebook. Stunning performance by Kingsbury tonight. What a debut she's had. Everyone that has made their way onto the team sheet tonight deserves absolute praise, especially all the new sightings, and even Fiona Dodds from the academy. I don't know if we'll see her this season, but look at the save from Kingsbury. Absolutely stunning save. I think she was wrong-footed, but her great length and power put it out for, I think it was a corner. Well, United were in the running for Furlow from Wolfsburg, but the German transfer window was closed, so they couldn't sign her. So Audrey Kingsbury, we don't know whether she was first or second choice, but whatever the case, she performed brilliantly, as did United as a whole. 7 goals blowing City out of a stadium who never had a chance. Blundell with 2, Toon with 3, Kingsbury with great saves. Kerr was a bit lower on the debut spark than say her, but she still performed admirably well as well. Davison even got a debut goal as well. United, all round spectacular. Let's hope that keeps up. I really should have said I, for one, hopes this keep up. So that's probably what I should say. Anyway, let's check all the other scores from the weekend and what that means for the table. I believe this is all scores like... Oh no, there's only a few. Okay, so Liverpool lost to Brighton by 2-1, and Liverpool continue to plummet this season. Goodison Park had some cheer with a 1-1 draw against Aston Villa. And Spurs 0, Leicester City 0. Arsenal got another win on the board, and guess what? They're now 4th. They were 10th a few weeks ago. West Ham 1, Chelsea 4, and Manchester United, they thumped City by 7-0. So Chelsea, City, and Manchester United all separated by 2 points, with Arsenal, unfortunately, 11 points back, but in 4th place. Liverpool have actually moved up. No, they haven't. They're still at the bottom, which is something that's not really been known of.